My issue is not with the Knicks here. It is with their fans. Their fans are utterly ridiculous. So, Kevin, you mentioned that side talk video or side swipe thing, whatever was featuring all of the Knicks fans after they left the Madison Square Garden after winning against Boston the other day. These dudes are just living in a fantasy world. Like, basically, they assert themselves as like the center of the universe, and everything revolves around them. And they don't want to hear anything outlandish against the Knicks. They'll go out there and say, and I'm kind of paraphrasing here, they'll go out there and say, yeah, fuck Brooklyn. Like, we don't want to hear that shit. Like, the Knicks run fucking New York. And if anybody says different, they could have a problem with us. I'm like, dude, the Knicks have been largely irrelevant since what, the 70s? The last time the Knicks won an NBA title was in 73. Kevin, my dad was 10 years old when that happened. And in my lifetime, when have the Knicks been relevant outside of Melo? They haven't. Maybe they had the run in the 90s, maybe in the late 90s. That was it when they had Patrick Ewing. Outside of that, they have been one of the worst franchises in modern NBA history. And I imagine that, New York Knicks fans just completely forgot about that because they had one good year? Granted, they had a good year last year. And I give credit to the Knicks for being able to, ride the wave that they had with these young guys on the roster and be able to make something of themselves. And I imagine that's going to continue. But the Knicks fans going out here and saying, oh, the Knicks are back, New York's back, anybody that's got a problem with it, they can go fuck off. Like, okay, whatever. I'm like, you've been largely irrelevant for over 2 to 3, even potentially 4 to 5 decades. You have one good season, and it's like, oh yeah, we just completely forgot about that. I'm like, I can't accept that. I'm like, you guys are like literally talking trash because you had one good year and you beat an average, maybe above average Celtics team. In my opinion, the Knicks are a good team, but the Nets are the best team in New York. Like, they got Kevin Durant. They have James Harden. I don't know what's going to happen with Kyrie, but we'll see. It's just that the main attraction for me when it comes to New York City basketball teams is the Brooklyn Nets. Just because I think they're going to be able to do more this year. I think the Nets have a very good chance to win the NBA Finals this season. The Knicks ain't winning the Finals this year. It's not happening. I don't want to hear anything about, oh, the Knicks are going straight to the Finals after winning one game. I'm like, they're talking shit about Tom Brady because he was affiliated with Boston for 20 years, but he's in Tampa now. I mean, Tom Brady has won 4 championships since any team from New York has won a championship. I think the last team from New York to win a championship was the Giants back in 2011. Brady's won 4, so I don't even want to hear it. Like, you guys are just talking smack. Like, it's not even effective. You guys are just talking just to talk. It's a waste of breath, in my opinion. But it's like I said, my issue is not with the Knicks. The Knicks are a very good team, in my opinion, and they need to be respected for that. But these fucking fans, I hate to curse here. Honestly, I think they're one of the worst fan bases just because they live in an alternate reality, man.
Listen. Me and Nick fans got our fair share of beef because of the whole Porzingis trade. So trust me, I've come at them sideways when I had my own podcast. I've talked about them when we had made our podcast official. So I support the Knicks because it's the hometown team, and again, the vibes are immaculate when the Knicks win. So that's just the truth. But again, I have my own qualms with them, so I'm not really going to harp on that. Obviously, we have plenty of other things to talk about. So, I mean, the Knicks got their dub. Congratulations. Yeah. It's game 1 of 82. We shall see if it progresses throughout the rest of this year. And hopefully, for y'all, it does.
I just know that people are going to look sideways at what I said. I already know.
And that's fine. That is fine.
And you know what? I'm right here.
We here for the hot takes, man. I've said some questionable shit too.
It's not a hot take. It's what everybody knows. Everybody knows that those fans are fucking obnoxious, bro. I mean, I wasn't surprised in that video I saw on Twitter that they weren't taking shots at Henny on the streets of New York after that game. I was kind of surprised by that, just because, I mean, Kevin, we've seen it before. What's Spider Cuzzo? What's the guy's name?
Spider Cuz.
Yeah, I'm
He's from
surprised he
Side
wasn't in.
Talk. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm surprised he wasn't in the mix. Handing that Henny bottle around to the fans that were leaving Madison Square Garden. I'm
I'm
not saying that.
surprised too.
I'm not saying that as a stereotype. It's like no, that's like actually what happens. Like this guy, like in a Spider-Man suit, is like walking along the streets of New York City, just saying just
In Tim's and a
outrageous.
Yankee hat.
Bro, the
I
stereotypes,
love
they
it.
just, like, bro, the stereotypes just they play out for themselves. I don't have to say anything. Like it's just on
I
camera.
love where I come from. It's a part of the culture. I ain't
The,
mad at it. Listen, that page, if you're not following it, Side Talk NYC, y'all need to follow it. It's hilarious. Listen, if you don't understand New York humor, you're not gonna get it. If you like just city comedy of New York or just people acting a fool, it's great, bro. I love that
I
page.
I have to just make this final point. And bro, you can't tell me any different. The bar has been set so low for Knicks fans because they've played like shit over the last couple decades. They have one good year and they instantly think that they're like the hottest team, they're the best team in the NBA, and they don't want to hear anything different. And
So this is where
it's
I'm disagreeing, bro. Every season they
a
come
bait,
with this energy, bro. Every
and
season.
bro, they're like Cowboys fans, like in that regard. It's like they win one game, it's like, oh yeah, we back in it. Oh, the city's on top. I don't want to hear anything different. But it's like, bro, like it's one game. Like,
Dude, that's
what?
New York though.
And you know what? It's a waste of breath. I'm like, bro, you gotta let the season play, bro. If they get to the finals and they win something, okay, I get that. Then you can finally chirp. You can say whatever the hell you want at that point. And I'll say this: since they mentioned Tom Brady, Patriots fans could talk that shit because they won 6 Super Bowls while he was there. It's like, yeah, you could hate on Tom all you want. Homeboy won though. I know Patriot fans, they definitely kind of walked around with a cocky and arrogant attitude when we were winning, but I don't really see them doing that now when he's gone. But with Knicks fans, it's like one good year, they win one game against Miami, not Miami, against Boston, and bro, it's like they're the center of the universe. Everything revolves around them. Like
Listen,
it's, I, I,
listen.
I find it comical. I really do find it comical.
I'm just gonna tell you one thing and one thing only, bro. You will never ever be able to tell a true New Yorker they're wrong. You're
You
wasting your
understand?
time.
You understand where I'm coming from, though, right?
I do understand where you're coming from, but I also know as a Yankee fan, when the Yankees win big, no matter what point of the year it is, I'm hyped. And
Especially against,
that's how it is for all New York sports, bro. That's just what
especially
it is, bro. You win, and it's like, yo, we on top, bro. We back. The 13-game win streak, bro. I thought we were about to go to the fucking World Series. Look at what we did. It doesn't make a difference. We ride the wave. We get upset. We go back up. Oh my God, I love the Knicks. I'm gonna die for the Knicks. Knicks tape, and then it's like, yo, what the fuck is going on with this organization? God damn it, James Dolan, I hate you. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is with the Knicks
but,
fans. I understand it. I respect it. I'm the same way with my teams. So it is what it is. I'm also a native New Yorker, so that's why I am the way that I am. But I
but
genuinely understand it.
but listen, I like the humor in it. Like there's entertainment value for it with me. So it's like there's a part of me that just kind of wants to see the Knicks keep winning so I could just keep seeing this outlandish stuff because I know in the end they're going to have their hearts broken. I as good as the
Just
Knicks
leave them alone, man. Let them have it.
as good as the Knicks are, bro, they ain't beating Brooklyn.